Never get to heaven if you break. This is the sweet sound of the Joyettes, Tuskegee darlings who rocked in the 1960s, just like other darlings and divas who reigned supreme.
The Supremes,
Martha and Vandella.
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all older, but that's
we
who we
admired
emulated.
them. We admired them, yes.
That's where we
truly.
come from.
Their talent is from deep within and across generations. Their parents performed as the Tuskegee Sextet.
We would sometimes hear them practicing and
In full harmony.
I mean, the
Full
most
harmony.
gorgeous harmony you could
I've
ever
ever heard.
think of. Notes you don't even hear today.
That's
you know,
right.
they went into. I
They
said,
went
what
out
the
there
world?
with six
What?
of them.
Where
like
in the
Take
world
Six.
did they take this? You know, and they took it to another level. We never got to that level.
Well, we never had that many people.
Right, we didn't have that many people, but we had a tight harmony. It was
So
beautiful.
we knew as little kids that we could sing.
Right, we did.
I know as Lois and I and my baby brother, who was about 5 at the time, did 3-part harmony at the church.
Right.
5, 6, and 7 years old.
And it was
Okay,
just,
so it wasn't anything that we didn't know.
right. We would have been a YouTube phenomenon.
Yeah.
But of course, there was no YouTube back then.
By their teen years, it was pretty clear destiny had crowned them Tuskegee's dream girls.
That's what it was, exactly. And we were some cute little things. We were some pretty little girls back in those days.
Their debut was at a school talent show held at the university, then called Tuskegee Institute. Dr. P. Bertrand Phillips was Dean of Students.
He took notice. He took notice.
I was summoned from
The
one of
dean
my
of students.
classes. And one of my instructors said, Dean Phillips needs to see you in his office. I thought I had done something horrible. I didn't know what was going on. And when I got in there was a, who was in there? Was it William Winston?
It was Michael. Wasn't it?
Michael Gilbert, that's who it was. Michael Gilbert was in there with us. And I said, well, I guess we're
One of
both
the
in trouble.
Jays.
Yeah, he was one of the Jays. He played the bass. And he asked me about our group. And I felt so relieved because I knew that I was not in trouble. And he wanted to meet everybody, and he wanted Michael to go out and get some more young men to play with the band for us.
They were called the Jays. And that's very important because they're the precursors to the Commodores.
Exactly.
That's who they are. Or were.
What do you mean the precursor?
Precursors meaning the Commodores actually grew out of that group.
Eventually, Dr. Phillips became their manager.
Dean Phillips, oh my goodness. That Dean Phillips was just something
he was
else.
amazing.
He believed in us, and he tried everything he could to make people aware of who we were. We even went to Nassau, and we sang down there. We were there for, what, about a week? And just had the best experience of our lives. And then to go to New York.
Small's Paradise.
Yeah, oh yeah. Town Hall,
and
of
Town
course.
Hall,
Mhm.
yes.
And
And some other place. Oh,
Rikers Island. Oh, and we also went to the women's prison too.
And it was a women's prison.
Yeah, we went to both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
different kind of
it was interesting because here we were, these little Southern girls who had never seen any part of life like that before. But
And we were always introduced as kind of like ambassadors for the university.
right.
He used it in that light.
You're right.
And who was the boxer we met? We had breakfast with him.
Joe Louis.
Joe Louis had breakfast with him. You know, so all this was just something out of a dream for us.
While performing in New York, they dazzled audiences and industry insiders, so much so, a big-name record label wanted to sign them.
Even though we were invited by Capitol Records to come, we did not accept it because we would have had to drop out of school.
Right.
And we didn't.
We chose to finish
school.
college.
We never looked at it as a career.
Right.
As a
We didn't look at it as
We
something
had
to make
fun.
money from.
Had some good times.
It was
Singing.
fun.
We didn't even keep up with the money aspect of
No.
what we were making. You know, we had other people who bought all of our clothes and fixed us up and put our makeup on us and dressed us and everything. I mean, here we were little princesses. You know, we didn't know. and all
didn't
the
care.
money, and didn't care.
Didn't care.
And the money part of it was just, I mean, you know, that was
Here.
yeah.
It was just,
In 1967, they recorded an album live at the Wallahatchie Hotel in Atlanta. Now remastered on CD, it has the smooth sounds of the Jays. Songs by Janice and Bill.
God bless the day I found you.
And tunes by the Joyettes, including an original titled Over Yonder. Much has changed over the years. The fourth Joyette, Sylvia Thornton, is deceased. The band broke up, and the Joyettes quit the music business. The experiences from those days are relegated to cherished memories.
True enough.
Tom Joyner was
Yes,
the
was
bass for the DuPont.
Right.
Yeah, so he was
They
in
used to do
this
shows
Now-
with us too.
Can you believe that Tom Joyner used to open up a show for us?
Yes, he did. And he'd jump out there in his little yellow pants
with the polka
with
dots.
the polka dot drawers just showing through.
And just why did they quit the music business?
Well, we started doing less and less as we got more serious in our studies because we wanted to finish college.
Oh, yeah.
And so Vera was
I had to
gone
go
for
away for a
a year.
year.
She had to do her affiliation in Baltimore
As a nurse.
as a nurse, and so we had to get Janice to fill in with some of Vera's parts, and then we got, was it my sister
Other
Jeannie?
people. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Jeannie filled in a little bit. That's one of my other sisters, a younger sister, and you know I think that was when we started phasing down because we knew that college was the ultimate goal to finish that.
And we were not interested in making it our sole
Occupation. It
occupation.
wasn't an occupation. to us.
I
Not
just
at
didn't
all.
see how I could settle down, you know, which took a long time anyway. But I just didn't see how. I'm sorry. I'm just honest, okay? I just didn't see how I could settle down and have a family and all that if I was going to be doing singing all the time.
Any
But-
regrets?
No.
Not about that, no.
We used to sound like little
Take
birds
it
who were
right
so
here.
high.
Take it right here now. La 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 la. Try that one. You'll never get to heaven if you break my heart. So be very careful not to make us part. You won't get to heaven if you break my heart. Oh no.
The Joyettes, Macon County originals who took the world by storm.